Welcome to CPS360 Sports. I'm Faith Wright.
And I'm Katie Clucking. We have some great features for you to show and some of the best highlights from around the district.
Up first, Brandon Eggerding brings us an up-close look at the world of high school cross country.
Fall sports have been going on for quite some time now, and the most popular sport of them all is football. But many people don't know is that cross country is going on as well, and some people don't even know what it is.
Track cross country is more like running through parks, golf courses. Sometimes there's roads that are included.
Running anywhere from 2 miles to 3.1 miles as fast as they can, finding a way to stay motivated is unique to each individual runner.
Not gonna lie, sometimes I base it off of other people. I really try to stick with someone in my running group.
The whole team aspect of it, the fact that you have like a bunch of guys out there cheering for you, and you have the guys in the race too who also depend on you, and you have to be accountable to them.
From a running standpoint, cross-country meets are already hard enough, but winning them is a much harder task to do.
Just like golf, basically it's kind of lowest score wins, and so you have your first 5 runners are the ones that come across the line. They are the ones whose places add up, so the lowest score you can possibly have is 15 points, 1 point for first, 2 points for second, so on and so forth through 5. So low score wins.
While running 3.1 miles as fast as you can may not sound like the most fun, most people who are in cross country recommend it.
We have all shapes, sizes, and ability levels, but I think there is something for everyone with cross country, and I think that if someone is able to contribute in some capacity,
if you're at all capable of running, it will make you better as a runner and as a person.
While cross country requires hard work and dedication, there's also quite a fun side to it as well. Maybe one day you might run cross country too.
Nice job, Brandon. From running outdoors to running all over the court, my co-anchor Faith has a preview of the Rockbridge girls tennis team.
The Rockbridge girls tennis team has quite a reputation when it comes to dominating on the courts. The team has a big goal this season. Senior Catherine Dudley has a large part in it.
As a team, our goal is to win state, have a four-peat, which has never been done by a girls tennis team in the state of Missouri.
High school sports can teach you important skills. Dudley explains what she has learned.
These last 3 years have really taught me how to be a team member and to really work together as a team.
In order to reach the team's goals, they're on the court 6 days a week, working to improve each other's games. The coaches that push their players to such a high level of success are Ben Loeb and Tim Dunville. Dunville started assisting Loeb 3 years ago and has been a great addition to helping the players on the team.
This is my 3rd year doing it, but it's nice to see them progress and get better, and I just like to help them with the strategy of the game because a lot of them know how to play tennis already, but there's little things I like to tweak in their game to make them better players and hopefully prepare them for the future.
The varsity team includes 3 seniors, 1 junior, and 2 sophomores. Corinne Farrad, sophomore, and Eleanor Fay, junior, play number 1 doubles for the team. Farrad steps up to the challenge to play a big role for the lower classmen.
Well, as one of the youngest, it's kind of scary, but also good because I get to look up to the older people on the tennis team.
The Rockbridge girls tennis team is a group of hard-working, determined individuals, and these talented players love playing the sport together. Stay tuned to watch them embrace the journey this season. Next up, my co-anchor Katie headed to the pool to cover one of the state's best swimmers.
Dane Floria has been a major key for the Bruins swim team. Being the quickest in the pool, Floria has been given opportunities that many don't get to experience. In January, Dane attended the National Select Camp at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Last June, he attended the Olympic Trials in Omaha, Nebraska.
Going to Olympic trials, that was just really cool. Most people never get to experience something like that. Going to the Olympic Training Center, that was really cool. So going to National Select Camp, being selected to go to that was a lot of fun. So getting to meet a lot of new people from around the country was pretty cool.
Alexis Garrison, one of Dane's biggest fans, tells us about the energy at swim meets.
My mom and I were at state last year for the high school season, and it was just so packed in there, and then my mom felt like she was gonna pass out. She was just clapping and screaming so hard, and when Dane made his Olympic trials cut, we were just all standing and just sweating, and our hands are all red most of the time.
Nicole Williams, a teammate of Dane's, gives us a little bit more info about him.
Dane is a really good leader at practice. He definitely works really hard all the time, and he's deserved all of the opportunities he's been given.
Dane will be attending the University of Missouri next year, where he will swim for his hometown.
Now for some of the area's highlights. First up is an early season upset, the Rockers vs. Rockbridge football game. Alex Weimer has the highlights.
The Rockbridge Bruins faced off with the Rockhurst Hawklets Saturday afternoon lights, and we're back at it!
Rockbridge looked to strike early after a Trevor Tweehouse scramble. After nearly taking it in, he was brought down at the 1-yard line. But the Bruins were forced to settle for a field goal after a Hawklet goal line stand, which included a fumble right after the scramble. Rockhurst answered with a deep pass to Braden Booth to take the lead 7-3 near the beginning of the second quarter. The Bruins follow with a long drive of their own, capped off by a Tweehouse carry. The drive included a long completion to Evan Rotterman. The score remained 10-7 until the fourth quarter, when the Hawklets finally struck on a quarterback sneak by Derek Green. But Nate Pete took over with 6 minutes to go with a cut to the left and an acceleration burst to put the Bruins ahead for good. Rockhurst's last gasp Hail Mary was swatted away, giving the Bruins a season-opening victory over the Hawklets 17-14.
Next up is more football with the Jefferson City versus Hickman, brought to you by Junior Nema.
It's a Friday evening, and the Cupids Hickman are set to play the visiting Jeff City Jays. The Jays will strike first late in the first quarter with a strong 1-yard take-in. But Hickman answers in the second with a 25-yard beauty pass from Brady Rowler to Cameron Chick, and that will make fans and coaches go wild. The teams went into the half with the score of 14-9. After the half, the Jays' power rush will lead to another short touchdown. And Hickman could not hang, going on to lose 27-9.
Our last highlight is the inter-city football matchup between Battle and Rockbridge, brought to you by Matthew Rothernick.
We've got highlights from a cross-city matchup as the undefeated Battle Spartans took on the undefeated Rockbridge Bruins. Jumping into the second quarter, Rockbridge drove, but they came up short and had to settle for a field goal as Will Norris knocks it to the uprights on this play. Look at the Bruin girls showing off their best moves. Next offensive possession, Battle had touchdown on the mind, but a fumbled snap here by the Spartans leads to a Rockbridge fumble recovery. Under a minute left in the first half, Rockbridge uses a little trickeration as the reverse play turns into a pass as Reese Jarvis finds Zach Boyles for the touchdown. The extra point was missed, and it was 9-0 going in the half. Second half, Jaron Lewis gets blown up by outside linebacker Bryson Clayton. Let's look at this hit again. Ouch. Still no score for Battle in this one, as late in the fourth, Don Hammers and Jack Roush swallow up both Lewis and Ferguson on this great defensive play. The Bruins defense came up big in this one as they complete the shutout, and Rockbridge wins an ugly one, 9-0.
What a great game between the two great teams. That's it for this episode of CPS 360 Sports. I'm Faith Wright.
And I'm Katie Clucking. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.